Hey friends, it's Jamie and I am here to talk to you a little bit about the Pampered Chef's Quick Cooker. So this is our version of an electric pressure cooker, or what most people commonly think of as an Instant Pot. So Instant Pot is just a brand just like Kleenex is. So kind of in the same category, that's exactly what we've got going on here. Now as a busy family, I had some great tools that Pampered Chef had prior to this coming out. I really had no desire before this came out to add one to my kitchen, like just from a store. So when Pampered Chef sent me this one, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. And let me tell you, what a game changer, especially for those of you that struggle with, like, you know, if you get home at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon or the evening and you haven't planned, this is going to save the day. This is going to keep Domino's off of speed dial. So you can cook very fast under pressure and just make some amazing meals. So a couple of features that I love about this one is it has a sear option. You can steam, so the sear would be like saute, so you can do that. You can steam, you can actually slow cook. So this is a 6-quart capacity, so you could actually use this as a crock pot. Also, you can proof, which means that you make bread starters, and you can also do yogurt on that setting. So if you're interested in making your own yogurt, you can do that. It has some preset settings for chicken and poultry, beef and pork, seafood and fish, and soups and stock. So I do all of those. I love just the capabilities that this has. You can also do a lot of things like white rice, brown rice, whole grains, beans. How expensive, you know, if you buy a lot of like black beans, pinto beans, things like that, it does get expensive. You can buy the packages of dry beans for so, just so cheap, and then make your own. Nice thing about that is a lot of times if you do it in a crock pot, you have to like soak it overnight. All you have to do with the dry beans in this, just give it a rinse, put it in there, and follow the instructions. You can do soups and chilies, and then desserts. So we do have a springform pan as well as a fluted pan that you can do quite a few desserts. I make cheesecakes in here all the time, 35 minutes, and they are delicious. Now, just like the other power tools that we have, it does come with a little recipe book full of great ideas. If you need some additional ones, whether you have this pot or a different one, let me know. I do have a Facebook group that I could add you to that's gonna give you some great ideas and resources. But great recipes, like there's a chicken and teriyaki and rice. What I think is great about that is you can do your chicken on the bottom, and then we have a ceramic pot that you would do the rice or the vegetables on the top. Now this little rack does come with it, and what I'm going to do today is eggs. So I'm just going to steam some eggs. If you've never steamed eggs, this is going to be life-changing for you. So I can put just 6 eggs on the little rack here. So I'll show you what that's looking like. Now we do have a like a stackable rack. So if I did more than about 6, that I would definitely use that. Now, anytime you're cooking under pressure, you're gonna need liquid. So I have 1 cup of water that I already poured in there, just went ahead and did that. Now, the lid that comes with this is just the glass lid, which I love, especially if you're slow cooking, because you don't need the actual pressure cooker lid. You can do that, but I also love it for serving because things stay warm in here. Like after it stops cooking, it will stay warm for as long as you need it to. So if you were having like folks over and you had chili or something in here, they don't have to worry about that, just the more involved lid. You've just got the clear lid that you can do, so that's awesome. Now, another feature that I use a ton is our delay start. So you have the option to delay your start. So usually around 2 o'clock before I go to pick up the bigger boys from school, I have a little bit of quiet time before, you know, the chaos of running kids back and forth to sports, doing homework and things like that. So if I'm doing a roast or something, I'll delay it between like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. With meats, I don't go any more than about 2 hours because you run into temperature issues with that. Now, if you were gonna slow cook, obviously the heat starts like in the morning, but it wouldn't be like if it were, especially with meats, I wouldn't delay it for like 5 hours, you know, while you're at work. You'd want a shorter window there. Absolutely love that feature because let's just say I started at 2 o'clock, set it to start at 4, and it's a roast that maybe takes an hour and a half. You guys, like, I don't have to think about a thing. All I have to do is when I'm ready to set the table, push the steam release, and we're ready to eat. So all right, 2 features that Pampered Chef, I feel like, knocked it out of the park because they do a lot of market research prior to coming out with new products. So 2 things that they did that I think was so clever. Now, obviously, I'm on the back side of this, but normally I'd be standing here. When I go to release the pressure, it's just a single push the button and walk away. You don't have to stand there, and the steam release is on the back. So there is no way that I'm gonna get burnt, like my hands are not gonna get burnt, my face is not gonna get burnt, so that's wonderful. Now, if I were having this on this counter over here, which sometimes I do because my little guy likes to climb on, to the bar, and I just don't want him to knock it off or get hurt. All I would do is just turn it a quarter turn when I'm ready to release the pressure. That way it doesn't get the steam all over my white cabinets. The other thing you just saw me use, a lot of the competitors have the handle here, so you're gonna take your chili to the neighbor's house or move it to wherever you're gonna do. You guys, the handles are here on the bottom. You don't have the swivel, you don't have the heat. So absolutely love this product. All right, so getting back to the eggs, I'm just gonna hit custom, and then 12 time, and then 12 minutes. That has been the perfect combination for me. I know a lot of people try different methods, like a 5-5-5, which is fine, but I love the 12 minutes. I'll cut the egg a little bit later so I can show you exactly what it looks like on the inside. So it is beautiful, and we'll probably make some deviled eggs for this evening. So what I do is the 12 minutes, I'll release the steam and then put it in an ice bath, and you will love just how easy it is to crack the egg and for it to come apart. So there you go, there's our quick cooker.